Okay, let's unpack this. Today, our mission is unpacking this really comprehensive research report on Rull MacKenzie.
Right, born Harold Masri Pinocchio, yeah.
Exactly. He's this completely self-taught creator who is like radically reshaping the Southeast Asian contemporary art scene. I mean, imagine spending 11 years serving drinks at 30,000 feet as an international flight attendant, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then getting laid off during a corporate restructuring and deciding your next logical career move is to become the Monet of Malaysia. It's a completely wild pivot.
It really is.
But, you know, why should you, our listener, care about this? Because his story is basically the ultimate blueprint for radical professional reinvention.
Right, it's a masterclass in bypassing traditional gatekeepers. When that sudden loss of identity hit him back in 2015.
That was the post-MH370 and MH17 restructuring.
Exactly, a really turbulent time. But instead of panicking, he leaned on this old family philosophy from his aunts. It's called AAK, which translates to Ara Aku Kesa, or basically like, I care.
Ha, love that.
Yeah. It sounds simple, but it gave him the psychological armor to just completely ignore societal judgment. I mean, starting over in the art world without a formal degree is tough.
So he just treated his old international flight schedule as an independent study syllabus, using his global layovers as a self-directed art academy.
Yep, wandering museums instead of sleeping in hotels.
But wait, is his success just an inspiring origin story, or does that history actually show up on the canvas? It sounds like losing your map, but discovering a new continent.
Oh, it absolutely shows up in the work, primarily through what he calls his pichi-pachy technique.
Pichi-pachy.
Yeah, it's this highly physical, percussive paint application. He captures the atmospheric light of someone like Monet, but applies the paint with this heavy, emotional impasto like Van Gogh.
Wow.
And then on top of that, he breaks apart the visual space, kind of like Picasso's spatial deconstruction.
Right. I was looking at his piece, Red Velvet, earlier, and you can really see that. He violently juxtaposes these passionate, fiery reds against very vulnerable romantic pinks.
Yeah, it's intense.
And because he applies the paint so aggressively, it creates a literal velvety texture on the canvas.
Exactly. And, well, if you ignore traditional art schools to create your work, it makes sense that you wouldn't sell it in those hushed elite white cube galleries either.
Oh, he completely ignores them. He sells his art through something called owner auction, right?
Yeah, he democratizes his art by selling it directly alongside Mercedes-Benz cars, Proton X70s, and even real estate.
With live lion dance performances happening right in the background. It's wild. But, I mean, how does turning an art sale into a loud carnival actually help him?
It totally removes the intimidation factor. Those hushed galleries subtly gatekeep who feels allowed to buy or even look at fine art, you know? By putting his paintings into an energized, highly commercial space, anyone can participate.
Well, here's where it gets really interesting. Because running a disruptive operation like that requires serious logistical support. Which brings us to his manager, Adan, and their proprietary AI, Yukina V4.0.
Oh yeah, Yuna is fascinating.
Wait, they built an AI specifically to argue with them. If you've ever used an AI to write an email, you know it usually just agrees with whatever you prompt it to do.
Right, but they explicitly programmed Yuna with an anti-comfort zone mechanism.
Doesn't building an artificial devil's advocate just bottlenecks the creative process, though?
You'd think so, but it actually prevents creative laziness. Yuna is expressly forbidden from being a sycophant. It must challenge their concepts. If they bring a derivative idea to the table, the machine rejects it.
Wow. So it forces them to pivot.
Exactly. And that constant push out of their comfort zone is what drove MacKenzie into a totally new medium. They are now using Yuna for Project Aksara, which is his music debut.
They put these crazy constraints on it, right? Like
I
strict
understand.
200-character AI prompts.
Yeah, if you only have 200 characters to ask the AI for a lyric, you have to strip away all the fluff.
You get straight to the emotional core.
Precisely. And the strict, non-negotiable rule is that every single lyric Yuna generates has to contain the word Aksara.
Which means character or script.
Yep.
So where does all this lead? A flight attendant turned AI-managed musician and painter.
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, his ultimate ambition is permanent historical canonization. Much like his musical idol, Sidi Nurhaliza, he wants to be a definitive cultural icon.
He threw away the traditional map and used an algorithm to chart a course straight to the history books. But it leaves you with a fascinating question to chew on today. If an artist actively programs an AI to reject their bad ideas and force them completely out of their creative comfort zone, who is actually generating the soul of the final masterpiece?
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you!